Hi guys and welcome to today's video. I've just noticed my chair is very squeaky, which is going to be annoying, isn't it? Today I'm sharing my empties. I decided earlier this year that I was going to share this quarterly because, was it quarterly? Or 3 times a year? That's not quarterly. Whatever 3 times a year is, that's what I decided I was going to share it. So every 4 months. So I'm a little bit late on this, but I have been away on holiday. If you haven't seen my holiday favourites, that is up. I've had a lot going on, like more than ever really, but I will be talking about that a little bit more in the coming videos, I think. But for today, let's dig into my empties. This is what the box, how big it is. Now something I do want to add just before I get started is that I was away for a month in August and I didn't actually bring back my empties. I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. Sorry, my suitcase is basically just full enough. I can't afford to also have to bring back empty packaging. I'm gonna insert a picture just here of what I did finish on holiday. I've got the picture on my phone, so I'm just gonna talk you through it quickly. Sun care, what I finished was the Ambre Solaire by Garnier Invisible Protect SPF 30 and the Clarins SPF 30 as well. I was very good this year. 30 is very good for me. I'm actually not very tanned, and it is because I was so sun safe that I didn't really catch much of a tan. Totally okay with it. I do understand that any sun tan is essentially sun damage, but I finished both of these and also the Ultra Sun SPF 30. Loved all 3 of those. Kind of serve different purposes in my opinion. The Ambre Solaire, really good for, honestly, not necessarily for me. I shared it more with Mike, I think, and like whoever else needed some, because it's a nice easy spray. I really like an oil. I use the Clarins a little bit more, but the Ultra Sun SPF 30 is what I would start with before going out. It was just like much easier to apply a cream whilst you're at home, and I think applying SPF before you go to the beach or the pool or wherever you're going just makes your life so much easier, to be honest. So the other 2s were more like top-ups, but the Ultra Sun was my main one. Would repurchase all 3. They kind of do range in price point, but did enjoy all of them. I finished 2 Batiste dry shampoos. Nothing new, you'll see I've got other ones to talk about. I finished a little L'Oreal Revitalift Hyaluronic Acid. Love those, super affordable. This is a small one, but really, really good. Alpha H Balancing Cleanser I've had in Portugal for at least a year. I like it. Probably wouldn't repurchase it, but I didn't dislike it. And then I also finished a Jo Malone fragrance that I've had in Portugal for many, many years. Love it, but I couldn't repurchase it if I wanted to, and I didn't love it enough to want to repurchase it anyway. But let's get started with my categories now. I'm gonna start with hair care, and honestly I'm so excited to then be able to A, recycle these in my recycling bin, and B, use the Boots recycling app to also recycle them. That's generally how I like to do it, and if you haven't checked out the Boots recycling app and you do shop at Boots, I would highly recommend it, because for every 5 products you bring back, you do have to spend £10 in store, but then you get £5 voucher, and I've built up a decent amount of money on my Advantage card because of that, so I would highly recommend. I'll start with probably the most boring, dry shampoo. I love dry shampoo, it's an essential for me, but not really that exciting. I finished a Sen, basically the Lidl dry shampoo. Like this, it's fine, but I do prefer the Batiste dry shampoo original. This one here is a big one. This is 350ml, but I love it and I keep coming back to it. I've got a new one on the go, and I can't see this changing anytime soon because I've been using it for at least half my life. Then on to shampoos. I've got a few that I have finished. I do share these all pretty much with Mike. I finished a Garnier Ultimate Blends Watermelon Hair Food Plumping Shampoo, and then a Garnier Ultimate Blends Banana Hair Food Nourishing Conditioner. Something I've been trying to do this year is I've been trying to use something that's a bit more cleansing and a bit more plumping on my roots, and then something that's a bit more nourishing on my ends. So shampoo goes more on my roots and then conditioner on my ends, obviously. These are super affordable and I like them. They're probably one of the more affordable shampoos out there. Even on holiday, we needed shampoo, and I don't know if I got exactly these, but I definitely got a Garnier Ultimate Blends on holiday as well, so I definitely like them because I've repurchased them since. I don't know if these can be recycled in my normal recycling bin. I think they can, right? Oh, something that does make me laugh though is that it says do not eat, because it kind of does look a bit like food, but definitely not food. More shampoo. I finished the L'Oreal Elvive Colour Protect shampoo. I love the L'Oreal Elvive range, and the Colour Protect one is one of my favourites. Not necessarily my favourite. I also like, there's a thickening one that I like a plumping one, and there's also like a hydrating one range that I also like, but like the coloured range. And then I finished a Tresemme Beautify Strength conditioner. Again, I enjoyed this. Again, I would probably repurchase. Out of the last 3 I've kind of mentioned, I'd probably go for whatever is cheaper, if I'm completely honest, because I like all of them. Then I've got the Chloran shampoo volume. Again, I do like the shampoo. It's a bit more expensive than the other ones. I don't know if I like it enough to kind of pay a slightly premium price point, but I know Chloran is a lovely brand and I do trust their products. Yeah, I'm unsure. I didn't dislike this though, definitely, and I would happily reuse it. Whether I repurchase it, I'm on the fence. I also finished a L'Oreal Absolute Repair Molecular Professional Mask. Again, a little bit more, slightly more expensive, but it is the L'Oreal Professional range. But I did like this. Would I repurchase? Potentially, to be completely honest. I don't mind spending slightly more on a mask because I feel like it's a treatment, so kind of worth it. I didn't find it weigh down my hair too much either, and I have very fine hair, as you can tell. Definitely would consider a repurchase. And then I finally finished the Bumble and Bumble BB Hairdresser Invisible Oil. I really liked this and it lasted me ages, and for that reason alone I probably would repurchase. It is like a middle price point, I would say, but worth it for me. Like, I do have very fine hair, but my ends get really tangled, so as soon as I get out of the shower, from like here down, I apply an oil, and it has been this oil for, honestly, I would say maybe years. I feel like I've been using this for so long, which is great that it lasted and I enjoyed it. It didn't make my hair like too greasy or anything like that, so I would repurchase. And it also has heat protectant and UV protectant in it, which makes it even better, of course. Then we'll go on to body. Not too exciting, to be honest. This is the hand wash I use all around the house. It's a bit of a dupe of the L'Occitane, I think, but I like this scent. This is the Verberna Lidl hand soap, and it smells nice and it gets the job done, and I have 3 of these in the house. I've recently realised that I really like having the same one throughout the house, partly because sometimes I can just refill from another one if one runs out, and also because I like it and it's affordable and I can buy it in my weekly shop, so that's why I go for this one. We also finished a Savon liquid by Champagne de Provence. Oh, my French is honestly awful, but I did like this. It's ever so slightly exfoliating. They do call it an exfoliating soap, but it is very lightly exfoliating, I would say. It is glass, so I feel like I should be reusing it, but I'm actually not going to repurchase this just because I have other body washes on the go. I did really like this, actually. This doesn't seem easily available in the UK, but it's £13-ish. I probably wouldn't go out my way to order it, but for example, if I was on holiday in France and I needed a new body wash, I would definitely consider purchasing this. It is 495ml, so it's nice and big. It lasts us ages. Love the pump. It's glass, so very recyclable. I would repurchase this. I did enjoy it so much that I'm going to put out a special order for it. Usually I just stick to cheap and cheerful body washes, like the Soap and Glory Cherry Wild body wash. Obviously these do have quite a lot of scents in them. I don't always mind it. Sometimes I do have like a more natural soap on the go as well, but Mike, I find, quite likes these sort of things. Not necessarily this one, but he does quite like a smelly body wash, but it doesn't really last the scent that long. But when he like gets out of the bath, it'll be like instantly what he smells like. So it is a bit girly, but I don't think anyone else is thinking, oh, you smell a bit girly. I would definitely repurchase the Soap and Glory body washes because they are affordable and they're fun and they're cute, and I enjoy using them, and I have them almost in every single EMPTIES video. I finished my Shore deodorant, Cool Blue. I like this one. I'm not overly smelly, I don't find, and I don't always wear deodorant, which I know lots of people think is a bit crazy. I do like this deodorant a lot. I bulk bought this on Amazon. I probably still have like 2 left, and I'm like slowly making my way through them, so I would definitely repurchase, but equally not overly fussy about what deodorant I use. I finished a Tan Luxe Super Glow Body Hyaluronic Self Tan Serum. Tan Luxe is a bit more premium. I don't think you necessarily have to invest in fake tan like you used to have to. Most fake tans nowadays are decent, but I did really like this, and probably more so for a special occasion I would repurchase this because it is a little bit more premium, and I have other fake tans that I'm kind of getting through, but this is excellent. It's just like a little bit more hydrating than a lot of other tans, because a lot of other tans are quite drying, I would say, especially if you're using like a mousse or a 1 hour tan. They are just not as nourishing, whereas this, I'm not gonna say it's hydrating, it's just not drying in comparison to other fake tans. Also, it's gradual, which I used to really hate, but nowadays I really enjoy, because I just want a nice glow. I don't necessarily need to be like 4 shades darker like I used to really like to be. It doesn't mean that I don't occasionally use a dark tan. I do. Often it's just because it's what I've got rather than because I really feel like I need to. This is very buildable, which I also really like. Then onto skincare. I've got a few bits. Finished these SPFs. They're the Eucerin 50 Plus Hydro Protect. Clearly I like them because I have two. I think I have another one on the go as well. I am sent this like a fair amount, but I do like it. I do recommend it. It's a medium price point. It's an excellent SPF for everyone. It's a face SPF, but it will work for everyone. It's just a nice texture, whether it's under makeup or by itself. I can wear it on the beach or I can wear it in the winter. It just works all year round and I do really like it. And also the light is coming in and out because I do film largely with natural light and it's a September day in London. I have one singular cleanser. I've had this on the go for a while. This is the Bioderma Micellar Cleansing Oil. I do like an oil. This is like relatively affordable in terms of oils, so would repurchase this, but I still much prefer a balm. Like my balms are like up here, and then I would say like oils and then like other cleansers. I'm not a fan of like cream cleansers or, oh no wait, and then gel cleansers right at the bottom. As much as I like an oil cleanser, I love a balm cleanser, so probably wouldn't rush out to buy this necessarily. I do like that it's got a pump. I had this in my bathroom for a while, so it did take me a while to get through it, but it was kind of like a nice backup to have in between my balms, or if sometimes I wanted to do like a double cleanse. But I did find it gentle and I found that it removed my makeup very well as a balm would, for example, and I still prefer balm. So liked this, would repurchase if I wanted an oil. However, I just much prefer balm and I would always opt to buy a balm over an oil. I hope that makes sense. But also this is a good price and it has got a pump, which I really like. So if you are into oil cleansers, this one is definitely one I would recommend. Oh, I get told a lot that I speak too quickly. And I'm halfway through filming this video and I've realised I've probably spoken too quick, so I'm really sorry. I'll try and slow down now. Then on to like serums and oils and those sort of things. I finished the Honest Beauty Vitamin C Radiant Serum. I've had this for far too long. I don't actually think I finished this. I think I've just decided it's time to get rid of it because I've had it for so long. I did like this, but definitely not my favourite vitamin C. I do like that it's in this sort of packaging, which is opaque, so it makes the vitamin C more stable. I don't know, I don't feel my skin was as luminous with this as it was with other vitamin Cs, but I'm not even sure we can get Honest Beauty anymore. Is that gone? And I've had this for really way too long. Potentially. Current Body Skin Daily Restorative Cream. I did like this. I think this came as part of a set when I first got my LED mask. I don't think they make this anymore, so repurchasing isn't an option anyway, but I did like it. But I think there are other more affordable things that I like just as much. Then on to two much more expensive items. The Wild Skin Active Repair Copper Peptide Serum. I really liked this. I just can't justify this price. This is, I think, about £100. I think that's maybe even over. It's just too much in my opinion. Lovely product if money is no object, but for me, too expensive. And then the Almora Botanica Serum for Fine Lines. I didn't like this enough to kind of even justify half the price, I would say. Like this, I really loved. This, I was a bit indifferent to. I think also it was a bit like, I oddly didn't like the consistency of this. It was almost quite like a dry oil almost. I didn't enjoy this that much. It felt like it wasn't really an oil nor a serum. It was like somewhere in between. And I didn't love that, but did love the Wildsmith. Just so pricey. On to two face creams, which are both relatively affordable. The more affordable one is the E45 Face Daily Protect. This is excellent for like a really affordable, cheap, everyday face cream if you have like no real issues. I think this probably isn't for everyone, but I have quite dry skin and I love a rich cream, so I really enjoyed using this. I think though this is the sort of product you could kind of just have always, kind of come back to in between your normal more expensive face cream, because it really offers that hydration that you sometimes need but maybe not always. I like that sort of thick, very emollient sort of product. There's nothing in it, so I really enjoyed this and it's super affordable. Bioderma Hydra Ultra Moisturizing Compensating Care for acne prone skin, ultra dry due to treatment. So essentially it's for someone that is on Roaccutane, not me. However, I really love this. This is one of my favorite creams, just because I really like that sort of really rich, but this was still somehow like not too thick. This, I think, again, like under £20. the best cream I've used for under £20 in a long time. I love this and I will probably repurchase it. I need to see what I've got. I don't want to, I'm really trying to like finish things rather than buy new things, but would definitely consider purchasing this because I really enjoyed it. Only one makeup product this time around. I don't know why. Maybe there'll be like more next time round, but this is the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal Mascara. I like this. It's good. It's not the best mascara I've ever used because I'm currently using the Maybelline Bubble Colossal, which is chef's kiss. I really love that. But actually, for a while, this was my favourite mascara. I do think it's very good. I just think drugstore mascaras are so good. I would definitely consider repurchasing this, and I just love a drugstore mascara. Probably around £11–12 is my guess, but love it. Really good. Would definitely recommend if you are a die-hard high-end beauty person and you're looking to just save a little bit of money. I think start with mascara because drugstore mascara is so good. But that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy filming these, partly because it gets the rubbish out of my house now, but also I do find that I get a good reception from them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you finished recently, if you've tried any of the products that I've spoken about. I will film another one of these at the start of next year, which feels like forever away and also really close, but I do have some more exciting videos coming up over the next few months. Do let me know if there's something in particular you would like to see, because I have some ideas, but I feel like I need a few more. I'm always open to suggestions. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you're new here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.